We're going to go ahead and start with a strange new pod, Giraffe. Go ahead.
Hello, Kate. Thank you.
Hello.
I have a question about playing two Janeways. So you've done it on Voyager already. How does that compare doing it as a voice actor?
Well, it can only help me because Janeway has been living inside of me now for upwards of 28 years. So she resides within me. I tap on her, but then I get to go further with Vice Admiral Janeway and Hologram Janeway and all the other incarnations that may or may not ensue. So it's nothing but fun. And using my voice alone allows me a certain freedom and latitude that live action did not.
Thank you.
Thank you.
TV fanatic, Diana.
Hello. Hello, there you are. I am going to ask about the relationships that Hologram Janeway has developed, as well as the ones that Vice Admiral Janeway is coming into Prodigy with. What on Protostar, I feel there's a more maternal guardian guide. What do you feel the Vice Admiral brings to it on board the Dauntless?
She brings immediacy, urgency, and sentience, which is key to sustaining the tension between, imaginatively, Vice Admiral Janeway and Hologram Janeway, particularly in the minds of the young children who are watching. It's tension, it's dramatic tension that's going to involve them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ryan from the Seventh Rule.
Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
Doing just fine. Thank you very much. So putting on alien makeup or Starfleet uniform or stepping out onto a full bridge set tends to help actors get into character. Voice actors don't have that. You don't have that anymore. Do you have a process before you perform as Captain Janeway on Prodigy to get you into character?
Do you know what I have that supersedes all of that? I have a robust imagination, which seems to know no bounds. So once I get into that booth and put on those headsets, I let it go. I mean, there's not even a scintilla of holding back or resistance of any kind. And within my consciousness, I can go wherever I want to go. And I can have all kinds of vocal sort of dramatic moments. And there's a great spectrum to what I can do with my voice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, but why though? Is it Collier?
Yes, it is. Thank you. Miss Mulgrew, I really liked the cliffhanger of season 1 where it's revealed that Vice Admiral Janeway is going after the Protostar. And can you give us a little bit about how that's going to go down? Like how Vice Admiral Janeway's relationship to the Protostar differs from, hologram Janeway's?
Well, we're talking about Star Trek, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you think it's going to go down? It's not going, it ain't going to go down. It's going to go up. But before it gets up there are going to be any number of harrowing, dramatic, compelling, emotional moments that you've not yet seen at all before in Prodigy. It's an extremely compelling run of episodes.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The hashtag show, Tom.
Hi, good morning, Kate. How are you doing?
Hi, Tom. Good.
So being able to portray both Vice Admiral and Holo Janeway, do you do all the recording session for Holo Janeway at one point and Vice Admiral at another point, or do you do it all at the same time?
I like to do it all at once. And what I really like to do, because they ask me this themselves, they say, do you want us to do Vice Admiral Janeway first and then we'll do Hologram? I say, no, let's just do them back to back. Let's mix it up. I like to see if I can trick my head into going back and forth between characters. And I can, because I've established a protocol in my mind for each of them. So that's a very good question.
Thank you very much. And thank you for everything you've done for the franchise.
Thank you. Thank you.
Meta Life Magazine, Diana.
Hi, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. What I wanted to know is when, the voiceover has its own special set of skills and the way that you work the character. Do you take anything from voiceover and use there to your regular roles, to, your non roles?
Oh, that's a very good question. But I would say, aside from the integrity of my voice, or shall I say, the variety in my voice? No, because live action is a very, very demanding and immediate craft. In the voiceover acting, I have a lot of space and I use it. I love it. I mean, there's real liberty in that recording booth with these characters. And it's actually, extremely rewarding work.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, love.
Nerd News Social, Eric.
Kate, thank you so much for the time to speak with us today. I
Of
really
course.
appreciate all of it. My main question to you is when, Hologram Janeway is a snapshot in the past of Admiral Janeway, looking from her point of view at Admiral Janeway, who's made different choices, who's grown as a person, what would Hologram Janeway think about the person Admiral Janeway has become over all these years?
I think she'd be absolutely impressed and gratified and moved, insofar as a hologram has emotions at all, which, as we know that the Doctor has taught us on Voyager, is very, very possible. I think Admiral Janeway has become exactly what Hologram Janeway would espouse to her young ones in Prodigy on the Protostar.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I look forward to hopefully one day seeing Admiral Janeway in live action again.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Hollywood, Deacon, please.
Hello.
Hi.
So 21 years ago, Voyager ended. And what was it like what was the process that got you back to revisit that character again?
Well, it was a very lovely invitation from Alex Kurtzman, who, as you know, has now assumed the mantle of the entire franchise. And I can't think of anybody with a more compelling way of extending an invitation. The way he framed it, that this would be an animated series targeted to children, a demographic we have somehow managed to avoid in all of these years, and the very demographic that will love it and embrace it the most. How could I possibly say no? I said, absolutely, let's go and let's give it everything we've got. And I think it's beautifully done. I think Dan and Kevin Hageman are geniuses. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mommy Factor, Annika.
Hi, thank you for being here. So my question is about what interested you in the role in the beginning when you first got the script, and now coming into it a few episodes later, what do you think is going to happen with your characters that's still going to be interesting and exciting?
Well, as you know, Star Trek is never dull, right? The excitement is infinite. It has to be. So the fact that I get to play Vice Admiral Janeway and Mira Janeway and Hologram Janeway and God knows what other incarnations of Janeway they have up their sleeve is part of the delight, and also very much a part of the dramatic tension. Very, very much a part of that. And the possibilities are infinite. So, I mean, the sky's the limit here, or I should say, space is the limit here. And that's a great part of the joy of doing it. Thank you.
And last, we have Comic Beats, Avery.
Hello, thank you so much for talking to us.
Hi, Avery.
In addition to continuing the story of Janeway, Prodigy also shows how Voyager's return helped advance technology throughout Starfleet. I'm curious whether advances like this were on Janeway's mind during Voyager's journey back to Earth, or if they were merely incidental to survival.
Always on her mind. You know that first and foremost, and always, she is an ardent scientist. I've always said, of course, it was awful to get lost in the Delta Quadrant, 75,000 light years from home with 165 complement, right? Imperiled. But a little part of Janeway went, yes, this is going to be an adventure. And that's what it's all about. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you all.
Thanks,
All right.
everybody.
Ciao, everybody.